Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, my other dignitaries on dais, friends, I'll be very brief about the subject and would cater to basically things which relate to our country. We all know that for growth we need energy, and for energy we need a kind of a security, which means availability, accessibility, and affordability. Availability may be domestic or from outside. Accessibility also the same. It should be accessible to us, and affordability means the right price. Currently, if we look at the data, for our own consumption, the import dependence for oil is almost 76%. For gas, it is roughly around 33–34%, and for coal, it is approximately 20%. Over a period of time, our dependence on world economy is enormous. More than 50% of our GDP is linked to the world. So whatever happens globally is definitely going to affect us and our GDP. I'll not mention anything about coal because Mr. S.K. Srivastava is there to tell you about the coal. But in case of crude particularly, it is imperative that we have to increase the production domestically. The reason is simple. My three former colleagues, means CMDs of ONGC, are there here, and they will vouch for it that even to stay at a place, we have to move. The old fields, they start producing less. So naturally, we have to continuously explore and produce more to stay where we are. That's what ONGC had been doing for almost 10 years or so, staying at a production level, but still they had to spend quite a lot. They had to spend a lot of effort, a lot of time, and they have to engage new technologies to keep up the production at this level. Our unit for production is so large that when we see, say, Oil India, when its production touches 4 million metric ton from, say, 3.75, it's a huge increase. It doesn't look so huge to the public, but it's basically quite a huge increase in production. And you can see when the ONGC says 27 million metric ton or 28 million metric ton, that makes a lot of difference. The second thing could be to acquire the energy assets abroad. After 73, 74 oil shock or 79 increase or 2008-9 fluctuation, the 2014-15 change is towards the downturn. The earlier shocks were for upswing, but 2014-15 is little different. Mr. Fesharaki told you about how is it going to behave. That's his opinion in the short run and in the long run. But we know that in India, we will continue to need more and more crude for a fairly long time. We all know this is oft-repeated statistics. Our hydrocarbon resources are just 1% of the global resources. Our consumption is currently at 4% or so, by a population which is almost 16% of the global population. So it is bound to go up. We have to engage all kinds of mechanisms to increase the production. Our E&P companies, they had been trying to acquire assets abroad, but at a much lower pace. Today, the production from our outside assets is almost 10 million metric ton. Our companies, E&P companies, had given to the government for under recoveries almost $20 billion. If I take into consideration the taxes, etc., if the money had gone to them, they would have paid taxes. So roughly $20 billion would have been with them to acquire more assets. And this 10 million metric ton of production is coming from almost $13 billion which we have invested outside. So one can imagine that if this $20 billion had been invested additionally, we would have got at least 15 million metric ton more. That is the scenario. We had missed that opportunity. It has come back to us in a different form, and we should not miss it again. We have to not only intensively explore and produce from our domestic assets, but at the same time, keep looking outside for acquiring the right kind of energy asset. And our company should be enabled to do that. Otherwise, we may not get such chance again in future. We all know that the exploration cost goes up or comes down along with the cost of the crude. It doesn't come down so quickly, but definitely it goes up very quickly. So we are waiting for that cost also to come down to intensify our efforts in exploration and production, and at the same time keeping an eye wherever the exploration is going on to have the right opportunity to acquire some assets. In case of gas, we had been discussing it amongst ourselves, that production of gas in our country has not been at the pace at which it was first envisaged. So we had to import a lot of gas. In the global market, most of the gas is consumed by the gas-producing countries. Some is exported. Major part of the export is through gas pipeline. Only a minor part comes through this liquefaction route, liquid gas. The kind of demand which we have in our country, we cannot satisfy it through LNG. It really requires a connectivity through gas pipeline either to the Middle East or to the Central Asia. The government had been trying to have this kind of connectivity. It has its own problem. I believe these problems would be sorted out, and we will have some connectivity with the gas-producing country so that we may really see that gas era coming here, which is a much cleaner fuel. Currently, we cannot think of producing base power from the gas. Some crude calculations would show that the production of power, if it is done by coal, comes to roughly around $4 to $5 per MMBTU. Not more than that, even if we have all the environmental measures in place. From the crude, now it is coming down to $12, $13 per MMBTU. And for the gas, it is again $9 to $10 per MMBTU. So coal would continue to be the basic source of energy for India. But there are certain things, certain industry, which would be working more efficiently if we have natural gas with us. And in the longer run, it will provide us definitely cleaner fuel. In brief, I would say that since this conference relates to enhancing production and productivity, so I would subscribe to the view that yes, we have to keep enhancing our exploration efforts, enhancing our production from the current fields, enhancing production in the natural gas sector too, and at the same time keep looking for good energy assets outside, both for crude and gas. Thank you very much.